And hello, everybody. Welcome back to the NNSCRA All-Star Race Weekend interviews. We're now interviewing a driver who is actually 2 for 2 in making All-Star races this weekend. And we're talking with Chris Dollerton, our winner from the truck race last week at Supercell, and also a winner in the Snickers Cup Series last season. So he'll be representing the Richard Childress racing drivers here in Season 5 in the Snickers Cup Series All-Star Race. Chris, thanks for joining me.
No problem, Seth. It's my pleasure to be here.
Well, last season, you had yourself a really nice Truck Series season. You ended up making the chase in your first season there, and now this season, probably could say by the skin of your teeth, just barely getting yourself into the last available points-paying race spot into this season's All-Star race. What's the momentum right now as far as the 83 truck is concerned?
Well, we just been trying real hard to get the truck running well and try to get our season turned around. It seems to have really turned around with winning at Supercell. Really excited to win there, and maybe hoping to go for Snickers here in Season 5.
Now, this was actually your first career NSRA victory in the Truck Series because last season you ended up making the chase because you led that all-important lap 25 at Atlanta. So, being your first win there in the 83, does that give you even more confidence this season and possibly not only the opportunity to make your second Truck Series chase, but also actually be more of a contender this season for the championship?
I think it gives us a big boost of momentum, and I'm really a lot more confident that we'll get a shot for the chase this year. And with that win, it really boosts up our confidence. So, yeah.
Well, last season you ended up winning a Snickers Cup Series event, driving the single-car race team, the 69. This season you're with what's probably proving to be the Chevy powerhouse team, at least so far, of Richard Childress Racing at 33. And, from what I'm seeing, it seems like you got a trend. If you end up having a bad week one week, you always seem to come back with an exceptional finish that kind of counters that the following week. Is that going to be something that's going to help you here to maybe pick up the All-Star race win in the Snickers Cup Series?
Oh, it's definitely going to be it's definitely giving us a better momentum booster going into the All-Star race. I mean, this is my first two All-Star races for the NNSCRA, so it's a bit nerve-wracking, but I think if we do well in the All-Star race and not get taken out early, I think we can probably go up there for a shot in the win.
Now, you, along with your three teammates, come in with an advantage that no other Snickers Cup Series team has. You, as well as your teammates Barney Ward, Danny Wells, and
Rohit.
Rohit Arvu. All four of you are actually in the All-Star race, the whole team. Is that going to be a big advantage for you? Because you're going to have your pick, your choice of who you're going to be able to draft with. So is that going to be a key factor for you that other drivers aren't going to have that advantage?
That's definitely a key factor. If you have the entire team in the All-Star race, that's always going to be a key factor. I mean, if the All-Star this last time around here in the Spring Cup All-Star race, I think every Hendrick car made it. So, and I think that was definitely a big boost for them. So, if it's Richard Childress here, I think we got a good chance at a better advantage than everyone else in the All-Star race.
Now, I'm going to want to go back to talking about your team particularly in just a minute, but just as far as the Richard Childress mindset is, it's looking like now the battle for Chevrolets is starting to kind of go between Richard Childress Racing and Tweenix Racing. Will that roll over into the All-Star race? Because we already know that James McLeod is going to be representing, Sean Henley's going to be representing Tweenix over in the All-Star race. Is that not really rivalry, but that sway of power between Chevy teams, is that going to continue here in a non-points event?
Oh, most definitely. James and Sean, they've shown a lot of potential going into the All-Star race this year, and I think it's going to be a really heated battle. But I think, in all honesty, I think Richard Childress will come out on top.
Well, we come here to the end of the first half of the season. You win a Truck Series event. What do you think? We're going to see you in Snickers victory lane at some point here in the beginning of the second half of the season, or are we going to see you try and get to victory lane later on to try and get yourself into the chase near the end of the regular season?
Oh, we're going to try to go out there and win. I waited. I was hoping to get a Truck Series race last season. Couldn't do it. Got it this season, and haven't gotten Snickers yet this season. But I'm hoping to go up there and just try to duke it out there. I would really like to make it to the Snickers Cup Series chase and even make the Oreo Truck Series chase as well.
in comparison with last season, obviously you had the win, but it wasn't exactly an ideal rookie season for you. Coming here with the 33, it seems like your momentum shifting a lot better. What kind of changes did you make in your approach to starting out the season as far as consistency is concerned?
Well, driving a single car team last season, it was definitely really hard. And plus, coming early in the season, I was just starting out in the NNSCRA, and it was really hard at first, but then it definitely got better. But now we're driving it for a high prestige team. I think we're doing a whole lot better as for momentum and confidence, and I think that we're doing well as a team.
All right, well, you're not going to have to worry about people voting you in or anything because both the series that you're running in, you're already clinched yourself into the All-Star race. So, want to wish you the best of luck in that. And who knows? I mean, the way things are looking, we probably will end up seeing you in victory lane in a points-paying race very soon again.
Yeah, I hope we really well. Hopefully, can get up there and go for a win, and maybe even the chase.
Okay, we've been talking with Richard Childress driver Chris Dollerton. We got a lot more interviews to come, so keep it here on the NNSCRA Sports Channel.